Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Normally, we start every day around 10 o'clock. Now there is 9:34, and we are staying a little bit. We're coming a little bit early today, in case if we get new contracts, a new signal. For the one just joined us, we are covering 3 different automated trade. The market analyzer with the chart here is based on a 3 different automated trade. Is ATM strategy, and a full automated. You don't have to do anything. The way we look at it, there is a new signal here at the first of this column here. You get a new signal direction of the market, and then you have the entry price as an example in ES 29.2450, target 29.2950. We are here is your target on the chart. And then on the pullback re-entry here on the chart, you will see the numbers, because most of the time when the market pull back, there is a re-entry. So you have the entry, target, pullback re-entry, number of the ticks from the last entry signal. So as an example, right now, the market is a change in direction. And that's why we have a new signal right now as we speak on the NASDAQ. And the NASDAQ is entry price is 76.56, and the target is 76.3850. We are sharing our signals for free. We're not collecting any emails. We're not collecting names. And if you want to follow us, you're very welcome to follow us as long as you are on a sim. We're not allowed to call a real life trade for you. The same story applies to the Forex, and the same thing it applies to the stocks. You can feed your auto trade 100 stock each or whatever, and then the system will scan it, and when there is a new signal, buy the stock for you based on the new signal. So the system is future Forex and stocks. On the market analyzer here, we use the same time frame every single day. We use 150 ticks and we use 1 minute. Let me bring you the 1 minute. Because now the market is just open, so it's going to be a little bit a chop, and then once the market start leveling up around 10 minutes from now, then the market will start smoothing out, and we get some really nice genuine signals. For now, the NASDAQ, and we have a new signal on the 6E. I just saw it. The system comes with a sound, but I hate sound, all day long. So, but there is a sound. I have it off, and the entry on the 6E is 59.85, and 58.50 is your target on the NASDAQ. So what we will be doing, that's why I knew it was gonna come to a new signal. So we're gonna take the NASDAQ on the new signal, and then we follow that one. You can see immediately that signal nailed $300, $400 on that entry signal right in front of you, and the auto trade has taken that trade. So this is a really it is an extremely for professional traders. You can follow those signals if you want, and here is your target. Right now we are immediately 41 ticks on that trade. This is a beautiful start today, and let me see. I need to set up a few things, folks. Just sorry about that. Okay. Normally, I don't want it to use the trailing stop. The trailing stop right now, I have them a little bit tight. I wanted to wait a little bit on the taking the trade over. I mean, close those trades. But right now we are $400 in that trade on the Nasdaq. On the market analyzer is 1 minute, and every day we use the same time frame, 1 minute, and based on one contract only, the market analyzer, but on the ATM I use 2 contracts on this charts here. So this is what we are looking for, and you need to keep your eye, because I mean it is a tremendous job for me to cover 3 different automated trade and all the instruments. This is a lot of, I got my hand full here, and we will be watching this market now, because this market, the Nasdaq has dropped immediately. So we are going to of course there is a little pullback on that trade, and there we go, we are $600 on that trade, and this is a very damn good start for you today. And we are about to hit the target, but I still don't want it to exit on that trade. On your automated trade is now, by now you are exiting in this area here, and this is really a good start, $700 on that trade, and this is really good to start trading today. And I hope my traders has follow the new signal for today. If we notice here, for the ones that are not aware of that, we have the target, 2 yellow lines. Those 2 yellow lines, once this market come into those 2 yellow lines, there is no more trades to the short side. So this is a very stress-free, and especially for the ones cannot pull the trigger, that you just need to follow those signals. So I'm gonna right now the market is really chop on this, but I could have closed those trades, but I don't want to close those trades. So we will we'll see how much this Nasdaq is going to drop today, and also there is always a pullback re-entry, guys. For the ones they missed out on that trade, you can always follow the scalpers. They are very good. When the scalpers taking a new trade, you can follow also those new trades. At the bottom here, it is your Ninja Trader controller. They are trading the swing trading, and we will be covering the swing trading as an example. You have this is I have it on a different account, but this is the YM on a 1 minute, and this is really very nice trade, 740 on this one here. Usually I show you the 2 contracts, and I will be showing you the 2 contracts, and I will be showing you like as an example, once we get a trade on the new trade, I will show you a different charts on those. Sure, no problem. This is a really we do not call the trades for you. The trades are coming from the market analyzer. What you see, what you get, and we will follow that market very closely and see how this market it's amazing how this Nasdaq dropped. So I'm expecting this Nasdaq to drop a lot, and that's why I didn't want to close on $600-700, but I could have closed that, but I didn't want it to close it, you know. So there is a new signal on the DAX. If there's any DAX traders, 2253 is an entry, and this one here says a new signal, buy, and then the target is 22715. Now I regret it. I wish I closed it. Yeah, that's life. It looked like we are getting a new signal. Sometimes the greed does not help. Okay, welcome to trading. So we are keeping our eye on the a new signal. At the moment, the ES hit the target. There is no trade on the ES. Let me cover the ES. There is a lot of buying on the ES, but we cannot do anything anymore. Anything above the target is extremely critical area. You should not be taking longs anymore. What we are waiting on, either pullback, re-entry, or we are waiting on a reversal or a new signal. So right now, if you are not in the trade on an ES, you gotta be watching out. There is probably new signal coming up on the Nasdaq, because the Nasdaq dropped and now we are going the opposite direction. So the ES is strong, the YM is strong, so could be there is also another signal on the Nasdaq. It is a very pity that when the Nasdaq gave us the entry, and here is the line that came in right at the line, we missed the target by just a few ticks, and 4 ticks actually. And now the market might change on the Nasdaq. So it surprised me with the new signal. So we will see how, if we have a new signal on the Nasdaq, we will be taking the new signal as well. For the ES, is an extremely strong to the long side, and there is a new signal on the Nasdaq, and here is your Nasdaq trade. The entry 6750, target 69350. So this is the second signal, and we will make sure. I don't like the ES right now. The ES already hit the target, and when the ES hit the target, means we're gonna bump into a little, sideways here. So we will see how this market outcome is going to be. Right now we have 172 ticks, 182 ticks based on the last entry signal, folks. Let me see if I can find a reversal trade on the ES. There is no reversal trade on the ES right now. This is a manually trade. It's not. It's too big, the chart. Let me make it smaller a little bit. We have covered how you can take a reversal, but the reversal right now is too early for a reversal. If you wanted to take a reversal on the ES, you need to start look around 935.75 for reversal. Out of the band, double resistant, the target. So the reversal is around 35.75 on the ES, and I'll keep my eye for you on the ES to go ahead and follow the ES trade. Right now, whoever followed the DAX, you are already in based on one contract on the signal, 237 euro on the DAX. This is very good. The Nasdaq is right now, I know exactly what's wrong with the Nasdaq, because after we hit this target right now, we're gonna have a little bumpy ride on the Nasdaq ES, and you should not, folks, again, if you're thinking about going long on the ES, hold your horse a bit. There is a good potential for that ES pulling back to this area here at 28, and I will let you know for a re-entry. Or if this market gonna go farther up, then we're gonna nail it on the short. I will keep my eye very closely on the trade, and I will update you on the ES as soon as we have a new update on the ES. But right now the market if you are not in the trade on the ES, you should not be taken long anymore, with all the respect, if you are on a higher time frame, because this one here, the 1 minute chart, it is very, there we go. It was down $600-700, and now we are up. And this is a very good signal on the Nasdaq as well. And we still struggling on the 6E, the new signal. We are down 14 ticks. The CL has been a problem all morning. You know, when I'm trading the DAX, the CL has been doing the European hours a little struggling on the CL, but the rest is doing extremely fine. And the gold did very well. And there we go. We have a lift off on the Nasdaq. We're doing very well. Also on the swing trade in Nasdaq, we have $1,000 trade. I need to fish it out. I don't know where is it, but I will fish it out and find out where is this Nasdaq at. On the you know, when you have so many charts, sometimes it works against you. Right now, I will try to fish out all those charts, but I need to keep my eye on the Nasdaq and ES. Okay. We have a clean right on the Nasdaq, so we'll see what happens. You can see on the scalper, folks, the scalper took two trade long, and he's struggling on it, and I can be related to this one, because once that ES hit the target, now is causing the whole market to jam, and this is causing the whole market. If you wanted to have a re-entry on the, this is a manual. It's not like with the market analyzer. I can override anything I want. I can see maybe a little bit more than some normal trader, but I will keep my eye on the ES and call that trade for you. If we have a pullback at 29.27, I need to see it. Or if this ES try to go over the band and then a double resistance, then we can nail the short trade all the way from the top to the bottom. So right now, I strongly advise trader hands off the ES at the moment, and you should not be taking an ES trade at the moment. Let me take this chart up and bring you the ES so we can keep our eye on it. And if there is a new signal, we will be more than glad to highlight it for you. We have a new signal on the DAX short. On the last signal, it was, I don't know, 200 something euro. And now we have a short trade on the euro, on the DAX at 22.44. And then the target is 22.19, and it's already 112 euro in the puzzle. So this is very good. So now we are coming down to those areas. Just keep your eye 1 second, folks. Just if you allow me a few seconds so I can see what is going on with the ES, and I will nail it for you. No problem. This market is extremely fast. On the market analyzer, it says 29, 26, 25. And this is a very nice, genuine, if you wanted to take that trade from here, the 75 level, and be very close watch on it. Or there is a new signal on the Russell sell entry at 1674, target 669.4. Wow, this market today is really moving up and down. So this is a pullback re-entry area, folks, on the ES, and we'll see. One thing, it is a very, very simple. We simplify the market and we split it in three pieces, which this area here is a pullback re-entry. This is a pullback re-entry, and anything below that level here, that's mean kiss the long ES goodbye, and now we are on the short mood. So as long as this market above those lines here, we are on a pullback re-entry long only. And this is where most of the traders make mistake. And as you see, a day in and a day out, we've been doing this every day on the YouTube, and without a doubt, you will see most of the time the pullback, it holds very well. And there we go, the market come in on the ES on the pullback, and now is going to be retesting the 29, 25, and the 30. So this is a very, very, once you get into the rhythm, trading the ES with those couple of three lines, you should be very, it will be 10 times better than what you ever have done in your life. So with all the respect to all the professionals and everything, because this one here is doing the math. When we eyeball the chart, sometimes we have the tendency to forget few things or rules, our rules, not the market rules. But or sometimes we get excited to get an entry, or maybe we jump very soon. This one here can keep us in line, letting us know when to enter the market, when to exit the market. And it's like what you have seen at the start. The Nasdaq had a signal, hit 700, and I didn't close that trade, and I should have closed that trade. You know, sometimes also greed can really have an impact on your trade. If we notice right now, this is the ES critical area right here on the pullback re-entry. So we need to watch the ES closely on that one here. For the ones who follow the DAX, on the previous signal, you had around 250 euro based on one contract, and whoever followed the DAX right now, signal got 312. Look at this, folks. You see how the ES come into those lines? Those are a pullback re-entry, exactly to the tick. Beautiful. There we go. Very simple. Very simple. The market, the re-entry was 29, 24, 50. Look where was the pullback. And now it's going to fly again. This is the re-entry, 8 out of 10. They are success rate, 8 out of 10. I cannot give you 10 out of 10. There is nothing in this business 10 out of 10. But this one here, the pullback re-entry, it is 8 out of 10, sometimes 7 out of 10. Still 10 times better than what you're doing alone. Now we are testing the target again. If you have not took that trade on the pullback re-entry, it's very fine. I always can find you something. Right now, We have hit again. The ES is testing this target 2930. I respect that, but I cannot trade it anymore if you did not take the pullback re-entry. Then what I will do, I will be monitoring this ES if it's gonna come to the reversal area, and then we can go ahead and take a short at the reversal area. For the ones don't know me, I love reversals. There is a lot of money in the reversals if you know how to trade reversals. But and I use a Renko bar to trade reversal, and also I have did some lessons about how to trade reversal. I don't know, a few weeks here on a YouTube. I don't know which video is it, but I will be also monitoring. The problem is I cannot monitor everything in one time. There is 3 different automated trade. There is all the instruments, and it is a huge challenge. You know, at the same time we are live. It's not a pre-made video, so this is a total different game when you are live in front of everyone, and everyone can see um, your performance live in front of everybody, which there is not that many, or probably there is 0 companies able to go live in front of the customers during the trading hours. Most of the time they come out at night, they sit in the corner, they come out at night and show off a couple of charts has made it today, and they hide the rest because they cannot show the traders all instruments on a YouTube to the public. They cannot do that on a 1 minute. They cannot do that. So fair enough. The ES come back, retest as expected, and now we are in a very, very sideways, and you cannot do anything to the ES. You cannot trade the ES. It's not tradable, the ES at all. Whoever followed that scalper here on 150 ticks, you can get a few ticks here and there. But right now, if you wanted to visually take a trade on the ES, I would not recommend to take any trades, because what happened is exactly what happened every day. The ES came in on the entry signal, hit the target. Once it hit the target, come back on the re-entry, and it was not able to break all those area. Then it come back retesting, and now is climbing again to retest this area. So in a plain English, this ES is trying to find a place to break out from, either above this target or below those level here. So now it's sitting like a ping pong machine between those 2 areas here, trying to find an exit. Here is where most of the traders, or in that matter, if you are auto trading, this is where your auto trade, whether it's from us or somebody else, is irrelevant. This is where your auto trade start going under stress, and this is where the auto trades start struggling, and this is where the auto trades start losing money on some of them. And this is where it is a very critical area right now on the ES, and don't expect much on the ES until we find a direction. If this ES break out, we're gonna hit it, reversal. If this market pull back, we're gonna go long. This ES is not gonna go away from us, or NASDAQ or Dow Jones or CL. We can always find a trade if you know how to read the charts. So this is not something, of course, it comes after many years behind the screen, but that's what we are doing here. We're trying to help you figure out what's going on in the market, and we're trying to help you understand how the rhythm in the market at no cost. And we are donating every day 2 hours from our time for free to be in the public. So it's not going to be forever. It's not. It's just want to make a point, and I made my point for the last 3 months going live on the YouTube. So it's not going to be forever me staying on YouTube every single day, because it's putting a lot of tremendous stress on my work, and it's taking me away from a lot of stuff. So We'll try to stay as long as needed for now, but it's not going to be forever. I guarantee you that. So uh, whoever follow us, you're very welcome, and maybe we can teach some tricks in this market here, or you are very welcome to follow our signals as long as we're not responsible for your trade. So right now it seems like the ES is coming down, and hold your horse on it. There is no more pullback. It seems like we're gonna get a new entry. Just a second. Do not initiate any more trades on the ES. It's coming to this critical area, the 29, 26.50. I prefer now to go ahead and wait on the new signal. No more pullback and re-entry anymore. I don't want any more pullback re-entry. We have a state of art from NinjaTrader 7 here. There is over 300 indicators on this trading panel, and it is measuring. The 1 minute has 10 indicators, 2 minutes has 10 indicators, and the 3 minutes has 10 indicators. Make one signal. Then here 30 indicators make one signal, another 30 indicators make one signal, another 30 indicators make one signal, and 5, 10, 15, 30 indicators make one signal. Then we are measuring the high time frame, targets, and volatility. Then we are measuring the buyers and the seller, institutional and retailers. So right now, I can see that the pressure in the ES has lost all the pressure to the upside. So there is no more trade on the pullback re-entry, and we are waiting on the auto trade to take a new signal. In those matter here, when you don't know or you're not sure about the pullback, you cannot see where you cannot take a trade, leave it alone, because eventually the new signal is coming, and then you will be taking the new signal. Why trying to catch a trend in the middle of it? You should not catch the trend in the middle of it, and you should not interfere with the market trending and come in and jump on a trade and on halfway. It's like you're trying to catch a flying knife. When you miss a trend, leave it alone, and then we can find another potential entry to this one. But you should never follow the market. The market should come to you. That's why if you notice, when I'm taking one manually, I will put it on a certain area. If this market coming down to my area, limited order, I will take it. But I will not go ahead and jump right now on an ES market order, because I can see the potential. I can see there is a projection coming right now at the 29.29 level. Those are your $35 zone. This have been performed very well on the support area. So now the ES is getting tighter and tighter, and it's not tradable anymore. This one is going to drive any trader crazy. So the best way is pull back, put your feet on the table, wait on a new signal, and don't try to gamble with that trade, because now anything on the ES is gambling, and your potential on making money on it is 2 out of 10. It's not 8 out of 10. And if a guy don't know what's going on, he might take a live trade here, short or long, and he might get 10 ticks. I'm not going to argue with that. But he shoot blind and he got 10 ticks. But if he try that again, 5 minutes later, he will be losing everything he made today. So if we notice right now, the ES came in exactly to the re-entry point, but now start getting tighter, and we have a projection coming in at 29.29, followed by a resistance, followed by a resistance, followed by a target, followed by the resistance, and another resistance. So this one here is a dead meat, ES, and it's no longer, you can trade it until we get the new signal, gentlemen. Until you get the new signal, you should not be trading in ES right now. Let me try to find anything. There is a lot of new signals coming in right now. And there we go. We are about to have a new signal on the ES and a YM. I guess YM. Let me see. I'm lost with my charts. The YM, no, not yet. It's coming. Oh, there we go. There is a new signal. A sell entry at 29.2575, and the target is 29.20. So this is your new entry signal, and this is it. And we will try to see if we can have also a new signal on the YM. Where is the YM? Okay. The YM still, but it's gonna come out the YM. We have a lot of gentlemen trade the Nasdaq. I'm sorry. I will try to get you the Nasdaq. Also, the Nasdaq is struggling right now, but it's not even near new signal on the Nasdaq. So there is uh, no trade right now on the Nasdaq, folks. It could be the YM. It's coming soon, and we will see what will happen to the ES trade. Actually, there is nothing on the Nasdaq at the moment. No, nothing. It's way far. And the YM is refusing to drop all those levels. So it's gonna take a little time before everything starts sinking in. That's all what we have right now. We only have the ES trade. If you are not on that trade yet on the ES, try to put a sell order, limited order, at 29.25 on a sim, please. We're not allowed to call live trade for you. If you're not in that trade, right? Excuse me. If you're not in that trade on the ES right now, you can take a short trade, limited at 29.25 or 29.2550. You can put a short trade. What it is, we are waiting on the YM. Oh, I'm sorry. We have a trade on the. We have a trade on. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. We have a trade on the CL. How come I didn't see that? We have a trade on the CL. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't see. I mean, I didn't see it by accident. I just saw the chart. And the CL trade entry was 75.28. I didn't see that. And target 75, which about to hit the target on this one. I did this maneuver on the Nasdaq earlier when we started, and it was a $700 trade, and I didn't close it. So um, so if I didn't see the signal, somebody have seen the signal, or you can rewind the video. You can see the signal. If it's any of my traders saw this signal on the let me know on the Skype, please. if any of what is this ES going? CL is over. CL is over. There is no pressure whatsoever on the ES, and I don't know why the ES is going up. There is no pressure whatsoever on the ES, and the high time frame is pointing down. There is sellers right now. You know, those guys are something else. By doing this maneuver, they just put everybody out of business. And if when you have that, and then what they do, they yank it all the way down. I mean, the same every single day, practically. They scare the people, and then they pull it back. They knock you out of the trade, and then that's mean there is usually a drop down on the ES, because I don't see anything causing this ES to pull back this way. I mean, I don't see, from the technical side, I don't see anything causing that ES to pull back like this. And now, if you notice, there is a sellers coming in on the ES after they put all those poor traders out of their misery. Now they want to yank this market all the way down. And now look, the sellers on this one here is amazing. That's mean the market is about to drop. And that is gonna cause the Nasdaq with a new signal, and the YM with a new signal. So we're waiting on the Nasdaq to come down. The Nasdaq is really stuck right now. You cannot trade the Nasdaq. A very ugly looking chart. Is there is a lot of problems on the Nasdaq. Look, the Nasdaq refusing to die. Everything is on that line. 7667. Everything on that line. Very nasty area to trade the Nasdaq at the moment. There we go. Lining like a Christmas tree. Yeah, go. Come on. And now the YM start giving up. And if this ES dropped a little bit more, we should have the YM follow. The YM, let me show you why the YM is still, look, it's still on the pullback re-entry. The YM is holding at those level, refusing to die. And it's coming exactly to those levels. So it's not following the ES. You know, whether you are a Nasdaq trader, ES or YM, if you don't put those three charts together, you will never make it in this business. You cannot simply ignore the ES or the Nasdaq or the Dow Jones because you trade the Nasdaq. Yeah, I don't like the ES. I want to trade Nasdaq. Fine, fair enough. But you cannot dismiss this ES, because the ES is the biggest signal in the house. it is nevertheless is 500 company, 500 ES. So you cannot just ignore the ES if you want to trade Nasdaq and Dow Jones. It's impossible. You know, actually, in the morning during the European hours, we predict the DAX from the ES because the DAX and the ES they work parallel with each other, and sometimes we get an earlier signal on the ES to trade the DAX. So look what's going on right now. The Nasdaq is refusing to die. A lot of pullback re-entry. Very critical areas from 69 to 65. This is a very strong hold on the Nasdaq. Is causing this ES to have a problem right there, and the YM is not helping at all. Is holding his levels on the pullback re-entry. Now is going back to retest it. So this is a really struggle in the market right now. And what is uh, look at this area here on the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is finished with the uptrend, but there is whoever traded Nasdaq anything below the 68.75, you are looking for trouble. This is a really nasty area, nasty box to trade from. And then there is a projection and a resistance struggling. So there is nothing on the Nasdaq. There is nothing but losing trades on the Nasdaq. So if we look at the now there is a sellers coming in. Look at this trading panel. It's beautiful. I mean, what we have used on NT7, 10 years of development, I mean, nonstop. I still rely on the a trading panel on NT7. We have it on NT8, but I still rely on the NT7. I find it amazing. And this is, if we look, how is the pressure in the market on the ES? You have all of them, the sellers over the buyers. You have 30, 60, 90, 120, 150 indicators calculating all the different time frame is pointing down. The sellers with the 6 different high time frame is down. The everything is showing you is down, and now start the market giving it up. I don't want to know what happened in the market. I want something showing me what's going on or what is going to happen in the market. Look, the YM refusing to die. Look at this. It came into the pullback re-entry and it's not giving up his level. It's not giving up his level. I mean, if the Dow Jones can go down a little bit, that will help us with the ES. It's not. Let's see the Nasdaq. Very critical area here, folks. Do not mess with the Nasdaq in those areas, please. We are a long way from home. But once it's going to drop, it's going to drop. I'm keeping my eye on the Nasdaq and ES YM to see if we can. We are waiting on some kind of movement on those two. Really challenged today. Very nice challenge in the market. Oh, Jesus. I need one of those go down. I need either the YM or the Nasdaq start giving up. Those, look at this YM struggling in this chop market and is not able to break those levels, the 662, and the Nasdaq refusing to die. What a mess. What a mess. You cannot trade the YM. Absolutely, you cannot trade the YM. And if you want to trade the Nasdaq, you might be able to get a few ticks here and there, but there we go. We have a buying. Okay. Jesus. Oh boy. There is an entry here all the way to the target at 94, but this is a very high risk market order. Long to the 695.25, but this is extremely high risk trade. If you want to take that trade, this is but this is a high risk. If you want to do it on a sim. Very high risk trade. So we're gonna sit on the side, and we are sitting on the side waiting to see if there's any direction. The market is really struggling. I'm gonna be quiet for a few seconds, and I cannot do anything. I'm trying so hard to find any kind of trade, and I cannot find anything on the Nasdaq, ES, or Dow Jones. I don't see anything to enter the market. All what I see right now is a chop, chop, chop. So there is nothing. There is nothing. Technically, then the ES is short, and the YM is not able to break those areas, and the Nasdaq is sitting. This is your key 767,450, and it's just driving us crazy. So we are waiting for direction, guys. We are waiting for direction. There is nothing we can do. Welcome to trading. I'm gonna be quiet for a few seconds, get fresh coffee, and I'll be right back. Thank you. We're still stuck on the ES. The resistance level is 29.27, and the Nasdaq. Let me see what happened to the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq. This is the one we called, and seems like is insistent on getting this target. I don't know. So we have a down with the ES 6 ticks, 5 ticks. It got stuck in this area here, and the Nasdaq refusing to die, want to climb to the target. Fair enough. And what has surprised me is the YM stuck on that level here, the resistant fib at 696. So my best offer for you right now to take a cone and flip it, because you cannot trade Nasdaq anymore. This is the entry on the Nasdaq long, high risk trade, 75.75, potential to get the target at 94. That's the only trade I can see on the Nasdaq. On the YM, there is nothing on the YM, not unless if this YM break this area, it's going to generate a lot of ticks on the ES. But those two bozos here are not refusing to die, the YM and the Nasdaq, and it's causing delay on the ES trade. And there is nothing we can do. It seems like now we are diving in. Let's see. Signal entry short, everything is short. I don't know. Let's see. Those one of those days in the market where you really need to open your eyes, and the only thing I'm thinking about is this trader, and unqualified trader, is taking a trade live. This is what puzzled me. Sometimes I say, how this trader cannot see what's going on, is taking a live trade. So what he's doing, actually, he's shooting in the air. Now we have a sell, a lot of sales coming in on the ES, and this is why you see a lot of problems. This guy don't know anything, and trading life, I don't see how. And trading getting harder, whether you are auto trading or manual trading. Trading is getting harder and harder because of the algorithm and math. And even if you are auto trading, you gotta keep your eye on what's going on in this market. So now the auto trades are working on the signal, and it's working on the scalpers, and it's working on the swing trading here. But you still have to keep your eye on them. You cannot just put your head under a pillow and hoping everything is gonna come out nice. If you want to be consistent, or if you want it to be, take it as a career, you have to put the work. Trading is not a slot machine where you put your coin, and every time you put a coin, you're gonna get 500 coin. It's not a slot machine. So, but once you earn it, you earn it, and then it stays with you forever. You cannot bullshit your way around the market. You cannot do that. Let's see. Let's see if this YM right now able to break those area. As long as this YM not below those level, we're still looking for long on the YM, but I don't want to call any long trade on the YM. As long as this market, the YM refusing to die, and this Nasdaq sitting doing nothing except this trade we called it from here, and that is gonna cause the ES to stay exactly where it is right now. So at least we need this YM to give up this moment, the strengths here and break those levels. The 66, 63 is gonna drive your ES way down. But if those two is gonna stay like this, right now both of them they are in the long mood. There is no short mood on the Nasdaq and Dow Jones. There is nothing but the pullback re-entries, and the re-entries are getting smaller and tighter. So this is not a tradable market anymore on the YM. If we notice this YM getting stuck in those area here, and Nasdaq is climbing slowly to the target at 94, and it is a big mess. We are waiting on some movement. There we go. Let's see if this YM breaking this area here, you have a lot of ticks coming on the ES. That's for sure. I'm gonna bring it all the way down here, and okay, look, the sellers start coming in, and the YM start giving up. Yeah, Merry Christmas, you know. So it is very important now to see this YM penetrate the 662 level. It is really keys right now. It's gonna change the whole market momentum. Very critical areas right now. Again, how this guy is trading live, and he cannot read the market. What he's thinking. I'm always thinking like this, especially when I came into Ninja Trader 10 years ago. I said, it's a different kind of traders, but we never seen. I mean, when we were trading the e-signal, it was a total different level. But I don't blame the guy. I mean, he has to start somewhere. But how this guy is trading, and that's why you see the percentage on traders losing money is getting higher and higher. It's almost 80%. And the reason is lack of information, actually. And we have a lot of traders or I met a lot of traders that wanted to learn that business so they can go with the step trader to furnish the money. Let me tell you something, folks. When you are a good traders, they hunt you. I mean, I have nothing against step traders. That's their own business. I have no comment on that. But what they are giving you is nothing compared to some other investors they can give you. So what I'm saying is, if you are a good, consistent traders, we have a lot of people in Houston. They love to give you a job immediately. They love to invest unlimited amount of money with you if you are a good trader. So you don't need to be wasting your time. And some traders I have seen went to the step traders. They're not even qualified as traders. They're just wasting money. So what I'm saying is, if you, I have nothing against any companies. I'm not that kind of person. But if you learn it the right way, you don't need to kiss anybody's ass to give you money. They come and kiss your ass and give you money, and you can get decent money. So what I'm saying, if you learn how to trade and be consistent, if you spend a little time, they'll look for you. You don't need to. They'll look for you. And if any of our members, we have given them connection. And when I see good trader from our members, you don't need a firm to give you small money. We can put you on a very good connected to a lot of good people in Houston, and they have a lot of money willing to open hundreds of thousands of dollars for you once you can show consistency. So the 20,000 and the 30,000 and 40,000 in the market is nothing really. Uh, and um, and if you are consistent, we can, uh, especially our members, we have plenty people that will give you a job, or they're willing to give you an access to their account. And um, I cannot call names right now in the public, but those companies are very known well in Houston, very famous people, and they are willing to provide from a very small amount of money, 50 or 100 to many hundreds. So depends on the trader, but any of our members, um, once when I see him, he is a consistent. He don't have to say anything. I will be connecting him. You know. So let's look at. Let me look. Right now we have, based on the last signals, we have a 300 ticks in the profit, but I still don't like the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is a way away from home. And now the Dow Jones, if you are trading the Dow Jones, we have a projection at 690. It's not going anywhere, folks. It's very tight on this one here, and it makes me worry because if this is gonna stay like this, then the whole thing is gonna change right now. So it is. We're sitting tight here on the Nasdaq, and we're sitting tight on the YM, and the ES sitting and waiting on those two bozos here. And now we are coming into problems on the ES with the 2275. If you are on a trade, the market is very tight. If you are on two contracts or two lots, you need to get out of one trade at 23 level. And this is a good potential closing position. And actually, um, it is a very genuine area. The 23 level to exit out of this ES. We have a lot of, if this NASDAQ and Dow Jones refusing to die, then I strongly advise you to exit at 23 level. Or if you want it to be break even plus one take, do that. Because now, uh, look, the YM coming in to this projection at 690. There's buyers on the YM. There we go. Jesus. You see, this is the projection exactly to the tick at 689. If you look at the NASDAQ is a flat from 1039 until now. It's been a flat. They are pushing this market up, fine. And NASDAQ YM, guys, sit on the side. There is nothing. There is nothing on the YM and NASDAQ. We are sitting and waiting. Even on the swing trading, the YM and the NASDAQ has not closed trades yet. What a mess. Welcome to trading. There's nothing we can do. We are 347 from this contract, from the entry signal, the ES0. And if you're on an ES, just close it. Close it. It's not going to get anywhere. I'm going to put I'm going to hide behind the double resistance here. And it seems like the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones has won over the ES. And now look at this. And now the NASDAQ is climbing to the target is over. So this is the deadline for the ES. If it's going to break it, it's going to break it. This is it. It's over. Nothing we can do. The YM refused to die. So this is it, guys. This is the last stop on the ES. And if it's able to break it, it's able to break it. Oh, there is a lot of buyers. It's finished. There we go. We have a lot of buyers on the road. So we will have a new signal very soon on the ES. One more time. Okay, we have an entry, new signal at 2930, target 2935. Okay. A new signal, 2930, target 2935.75. This is very funny. The scalpers, the signal taking a long trade, and the signal on the ES on the scalper, the 1 minute and 150 ticks, they took short. Amazing. The ES is on a trade short and is already $100, 125 on it. Then the Nasdaq is short, and then the YM is short. He nailed it from the top, but the trend is up. So amazing. We'll see. For NASDAQ traders, excuse me, for a NASDAQ trader, you have a re-entry point at 7680.25, a re-entry point, or if you want to be aggressive, you can go 7680 50. But this is an entry, folks, right there on the pullback. This is another trade. This is the second trade we called today on the NASDAQ. For the ES, it's not gonna go anywhere. The ES, you have this mid band, and you got this double support line, and you have the projection. So this is an entry actually, but the auto trade here take the trade. It's not, but this is a very strong hold on the ES, and it's not gonna go anywhere farther than what we have right now because of the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones refusing to die on us last time. So this is actually the YM is a very strong, a very nothing is going to happen to this market until this Nasdaq and YM hit their target. It seems like they're very strong today. So when the short trade came out on the ES, the YM and the Nasdaq did not respond with it. So this is a very strong hold on the ES, and that does not scare me. This area here, if you're not on the ES, this is a beautiful entry on the ES at on a sim, of course, 29.2875. This is a beautiful. There is a new signal on the DAX. Have you noticed today there is a lot of signals because this market going up and down a lot? And I forgot what it says, but it says buy at 28.85. No, this is the target. 22.61.5 is an entry, and the target is 22.88.5. So this one here is a very good entry, folks, if you are not on the ES trade. This one here, this NASDAQ, is a beautiful entry on this level here. 80.75 or 80.50 is fine. And it's going to climb to this target, so there is nothing we can do on that one. The ES is a genuine entry, nothing wrong with it. YM is climbing to this target, but there is no entry. It's climbing to the target. I can see it, but there is no entry. It's coming. There is nothing we can do. So welcome to trading. Okay. We have a new signal on the 30-year Treasury bond. Entry target, sell. That's good. That is a good news when the 30-year Treasury bond going to the opposite direction of the ES. That's good news for the ES. So the entry on the 30-year Treasury bond, 40.14, exit 48. By getting the signal on the 30-year Treasury bond, now we're going to see some movement on the ES, the opposite direction. And right away, you can see the impact on the ES from the 30-year Treasury bond. And now start going to get those momentum on the ES trade. So whoever did not follow that signal and took that trade from here, what we said is very good. The YM, there is no trade on the YM. And then the second trade we called manual trade on the NASDAQ in this area here. And we called another one. I don't remember, but I think it was somewhere around there. I don't know. Go back to the video. You'll find where I called the trade. Anyway, we're still waiting on the last signal from the DAX. Whoever followed the DAX, we had at the beginning, I think it was a short entry made around 400. And then we had a long entry on the DAX. Then we had a short entry, and now we have a long entry on the DAX. I don't know how many ticks made, but if you go back on the video, you'll find each one of them, how much it made. Let's take the CL out for now and put the ES, and we monitor the ES and see how we are going to get anywhere out of this ES. It's going to fly, guys, the ES. On the ES from the beginning, where I said it's not reversible until we get to the 29 35.75. This is the reversal area on the ES. This is the only reversal. I don't take the ones inside the band. Pullback re-entry. This one was a genuine. We hit the target now is 11.20, right on target on number 2. Those they hit between 11 and 12, except Friday, the first couple hours. But I'm still insistent, if you want to reverse the ES, it has to be when we get here to 9:35.25, and then I'll keep my eye closed on it. Right now we start climbing on the ES, and we're about to break that projection on the NASDAQ. We are going to hit this target at 77.0550. We are about to hit it, and we are about to hit the target on the YM. Despite we have a reversal signal, those are not a repaint reversal signal. We are going to get to the 68.24 without a doubt. So the market is just decide to change direction, and it did change direction. And now there is a lot of buying coming out. So the NASDAQ and Dow Jones, most likely they will hit the target before 12 o'clock. What a day. Welcome to trading. On the last entry signal on the DAX, you have a 325 euro based on this last entry on the DAX. We called around 3 or 4 signal. I mean, I don't like to sit down and type everything and write everything and document everything. What you see on the YouTube, that's what it is. If you want to see how many signals the DAX, go back on the video, you see how many signal on the DAX or NASDAQ or ES, but I don't want to sit down, document 20 different automated to trade on a daily basis. I think we have enough what we have right now to work with. So but this is a pullback on the ES. There is nothing to panic on that trade. just a pullback. And what it amazed me, the scalper took a short trade. The 1 minute scalper took a short trade. And this is amazing. I don't think so that scalper trade is going to make it. This is a pullback re-entry. This is a very good pullback re-entry on the ES. This line, we have a support area at 30.50. This is a very nice, genuine support area. We can see how this market break out, pull back, confirm that area, pull back re-entry. The 30.50 is very good. And we're just waiting. It's like a cat in a mouth. The market is moving slowly, but it seems like the YM is going to hit the target at 628.28. And it seems like the Nasdaq is insistent on hitting the target at 7706.25. And you know what? We have a short in this area. Once this Nasdaq hit the target, I'll keep also my eye on it. Also, we have a short on the YM. Once we hit the target, we have a short trade actually on that area. But we need to get all the way up there in order for us to take the short. And we have a short reversal trade also on the Nasdaq, on the ES. I'm still from when we first started at 10 o'clock. This is the only technical area I can see is 35.50 short trade on the ES, or profit taken and then take a short trade at 35.50. Those are the only short trade reversals I can see. And we will monitor in this market very closely and see what will happen. It's extremely slow. A little problem earlier between the Nasdaq YM ES. Now we're all going in the same direction. The 30-year Treasury bond give us a short trade and a signal which that clear or can confirm the ES is to the long side, because the 30-year Treasury bond should go the opposite direction, and it did. Now is a flat, the 30-year Treasury bond, but nevertheless, the signal is short. This means this one here is long. You can always identify if this market going in sequence or not. And now we have the market going in sequence. We have the ES, Nasdaq, Dow Jones to the plus buying, and we have the ES to the sell. That it is acceptable. I don't know. I don't remember if we had the signal on the Russell, but I think we did today, and it's amazing today. The Russell into the sell and 78 takes on this last entry signal. It is really mysterious day in the market today. We have a new signal on the CL entry 75.40, target 75.75. That's nice. There's a lot of ticks in this one. So there is a new signal on the CL. Is anything will be moving today? We'll see. This is your CL trade. We have a little bumper at 75.50, but the target is very clear. That's nice. We need something to move today. So the ES is just sitting. So we'll watch the CL entry because this guy, the CL is the ES is just sitting. There we go. At least we find an instrument is live. Okay. Nothing we can do. We just sit down and wait and welcome to trading. Nothing. We're just sitting and waiting. Let's see. Okay, we have the 12:45, the U.S. Fed share. Oh man. Okay. So that's why. That's why we have the Feds today at 12:45. Okay, that's explain it. Nothing is gonna happen. For our traders, we have a very important, don't forget, we have the Feds at 12:45. And the reason you see the scalpers are killing the market right now because of the market's movement. And the scalpers require a slow movement like today, and then they really kick in. But remember, that is gonna scare the hell out of me to the new guys. At 12:45, there is already a news filter on your scalpers where you can say 10 minutes before or 15 minutes before or half an hour before, or you can set your scalper 5 minutes after the news or 10 minutes after the news or 15 minutes after the news. Do not activate live trade on the news with the scalper. Do not do that. If you wanted to activate any kind of auto trade, it has to be the swing trading because on a day like this, now the market is a chop. It's not going anywhere until the Fed's at 12:45. Fair enough, but you cannot scalp the market uh, on uh, on the news, especially hard news like the Feds. So this is it's gonna cause a lot of problems for you. Again, please, for the aggressive traders, um, do not trade the scalper. Not unless if you want to use that scalper 5 minutes. This is the B scalper we have covered in the room, and those are market orders. Then it's okay, to deal with those. But if you don't know what you're doing, turn off or turn on your filter news. And because of the Feds at 12:45, if I was you, I will turn on the filter 15 minutes before the news, and for today, 15 minutes after the news, because the scalpers require slow movement. That's why you see the market is not moving right now because of the Feds and at 12:45, and then uh, the market, the scalpers are doing extremely good job when the market is flat. As an example, right now on the YMES, everything now is dead for 12:45, and this is where you can start. You can see how this market is flat, and because of the news at 12:45 today. So there is nothing gonna happen in this market right now, and it's just sitting on idle. And this is extremely good for scalping if you want to overnight the scalp, or European hours, or a day like this. The market is not moving. This is where the scalpers start kicking in, and normal auto trade will be brutal on that day when there is when the market is a sideway. That it is, I'm very sure there is somebody will come out at night and he's gonna skip this sideway market and the chop, and he's gonna skip all that, and he's gonna show what happened after 12:45. Fair enough, but in the reality is how we are showing how we gonna be dealing with a dead market. Because if we know how to deal with that, we know how to deal on a good running market. So this is a very, very, very good the way we are handling today. If you consider uh, very important news at 12:45, so I think we are doing very well. and a lot of traders are on the side, except the amateur trader trying to go head to head with this market. So um, again, please do not try to go on the scalper. Try to stop your scalper around 12:30, or try to use the filter on the scalper at 12:30, and then restart your auto trade. This is maybe 15 minutes after the news. That will be very good. Okay, finally the ES given in. Okay, this is the last struggle we have, the 29.32. We should have a breakout on this one here. Very fine. YM, nothing. Nobody home. Neither the NASDAQ, nobody home. Has not done anything yet. So we are sitting on idle with NASDAQ and YM. And the only thing we have, the ES start kicking in. That's fair enough. After 1 hour waiting on that entry signal, and now start kicking in, finally give in. Fair enough. And I will try to find you the reversal on that trade on the ES. Again, we still on the same numbers on the reversal. Approaches, I mean, if we are not live here on the YouTube, if you are on your own, keep your eye on the 35.50 for reversals, guys. This is a very strong hold, a reversal at 35.50, and we're going to experience it probably right now. So I'll keep my eye on it. So 35.50. This is the dead end for the ES, and is 35.50 is right here. So what we can do on the ES, we can open a close position and open position, and I'll keep my eye tight on it. And if you want to follow this, please follow it on a sim. But this is the numbers we're looking for. This is the magic number for today on the ES. And look at this. I'm gonna close position at 35.50 and open a new position on 35.50. I'm gonna keep them on the side so you can see it. This is where you need to close position. I know the target is 36.75. That's the auto trade, but technically, the market, it will be reversed at 35.50. So a closing position at 35.50, open short position at 35.50. Let's look at it. It's coming your direction, folks. Welcome to trading. Those are the numbers. Close position at 35.50. Open short position at you can go all the way to 36 if you want to. It's fine. Let's look at it. This is a challenge. I love it when you close an open position. So we'll see. I'm hoping we can get all the way up to those number, and it will be reversal at 36 level. We're not that far from it, folks. We are not that far from it. It is a really good challenge. The auto trade is going to hit the target at 37. I doubt it. 36 is the short. And we're going to get there. We are going to get there. There we go. We're not that far from it. I want to see this. Be careful with that trade, guys. It's coming. Close position at 35.50, and if you want to take one short trade at 36th level or 35.50, as you like. But it's coming. Now we're firing with the clock. It's 11:53. And we have a major news at 12:45. Most likely that will hit it within the next few minutes here at 35 level, 35.50, short at 35.50 or 36 on the ES. Yes, Tony. I don't know if you how long you've been here, Tony. I called the 3 trades on the Nasdaq that were very well. There we go, guys. Look at it. It's 12 o'clock. I knew those guys gonna do this. Look at this. What a day. Okay, guys. Closing position on the ES at 34.50. Open position at 36 or 36.50 short. Yeah, but Tony, if you remember, I don't know if you go back to the video, I think we recalled the 3. I mean, I don't want to get into this game because, calling the trades and things, but I think I did 3 entries on the Nasdaq and they all did well, despite the market was very tight. You know me, I'm not into those things. There we go, folks. There we go. We are closing position at 29.35.50 on the ES. That will put 475 on 2 contracts. There we go, folks. Welcome to trading. You're about to hit it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, you should see when, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, Tony. We had a new signal on the NASDAQ and it hit $700-800. What did you trade today? Look at this. Look at this one, Tony. It is coming to the 35.50 and then close position. And then we are going to, oh, must be eating you alive. This is $500 in that trade. You must be eating. No matter what you do, that market can go under your skin. Don't feel bad. One time, Tony, a couple of years ago, we had the CL got stuck and this channel will not go anywhere for days. Whatever I made, I put it right back on the CL. Whatever I made, I put it right back on the CL. Whatever I made, I put it back. I kept making a bet for 3-4 days on the CL. It's gonna break out, and it did not. Then the last time I said, you know what? I keep losing on the CL, gonna break out. I'm not gonna make a bet on it. And guess what, Tony? That day I skipped that trade. The CL flew 250 ticks. I was about to throw the computer out of the window, which I have done that before in my early age when I had a lot of strengths. Now I got more patient, got more expensive this way. So yeah, and you're looking at it. It's just poking you, looking at it, and you see this market. I remember it like yesterday. I'll never forget it. No matter what you do, sometimes this market can go under your skin. You cannot do anything. You have? We all have. But now they are expensive, the computer, so you cannot keep throwing them out of the window. But before they were affordable. Yeah. Well, your last name is in Italian, so you must be hot or Spanish. I don't know. You must be hot-blooded. Here is the story, guys, on the ES. What we are doing, I aimed it. The auto trade wanted to climb all the way to the 29.38. The auto trade is right there. And I am not. This is what the auto trade wanted to climb to the 29.38. I'm not sure we're going to get that number right now. So I want to trade reversal out of the band, and there is a lot of resistant areas in here. So what I'm making a bet on a closing position at 29.35, which we are not that far from it, and it will happen because now it's 12 o'clock. It's gonna fly, and the reversal is 35.50 or 36. But please be cautious with the reversal entry. This one here, the reversal has nothing to do with the auto trade. It's just a manual call. If you want to follow it, follow it on sim. And look, we're coming right on time with it. So I want to stay longer to see if this one, because now it's 12 o'clock. So we should hit the last target for today and a profit taken on this last target. If you notice here, your target should be between 11 and 12. And we are right on time with the target. Yes, we hit it. We hit it. And now, uh, short. Wait till this bar finished, and then it's short right there. It's finished. It's not going to be able because of the Feds at 12:45. Nothing is going to happen in here. It's short, guys. It's finished. There we go. And look how the market is going to sink. Right on time at 12 o'clock. And those targets is between 11 and 12, right on time. We hit the target right on time, to the minute, to the tick, to the second. And there is a short trade. There is nothing left because this ES is impossible for that ES to break all those levels. It's out of the band, target hit. And for now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forget it. And watch this market. It's going to be sinking in to the 32 level, and the market is going to stop. There is nothing left on the ES, but if you want to play the ES, please make sure, be careful with the ES. It might gonna go one bar above this numbers to get you lost, but yes, okay, I'll do that. Technically is over. Technically, the ES is over, and it's gonna start sinking in and drive you crazy. It hit the target, and nothing is gonna happen at 12 o'clock. Look at this, guys. Look, magic, huh? Sure, Robert. It is my pleasure, sir. Yes, if you allowed me just to have lunch, and then I will open and talk. But I need to at 12 o'clock. I get grouchy. I need to eat. But you see, guys, it's exactly to the take at 29:36, and right on time, and right on the tick as well. And now we are taking a dive. And look at this, folks. We have a reversal and kiss it goodbye. How about that, Tony? You see, guys, right on the clock. Right on the clock. Folks, it was a horrible, patiently day because of the Feds at 12:45, but I think we did extremely well. You're short. Okay, we have a couple guys. They are short on the 29:36. Folks, there is a news. Feds 12:45. You know the story behind this. How the market. Again, reminding everyone, if you are scalping, please do not test your scalping when there is a breaking news, because it's gonna be very fast at 12:45. Turn on your filters on your um, turn on your filters on the scalper and restart your scalpers 10-15 minutes after the Fed's news, and or if you want to, you can go ahead and use the swing trading. You can use the swing trading, no big deal. Yeah, I have this. I still have a trades from early this morning on one trade on the Nasdaq and YM. The 3 minutes, all of them, they have not closed position yet. And also, you can see from the Ninja Trader controller here, we have YM, and I have them on a different contract. Some of them are on 2, some of them are on 4, because they are under different accounts. But those are, if we move the clock, that's why you see some of them are in 4 and some of them are in 2, because they are on different accounts. So this is it. How many ticks you guys are in on that short trade right now on the ES? Now it's 35. Okay. Before I log out, I'll tell you where is the story on the look out for. It's not gonna go anywhere. That's out of the question. It's 12 o'clock. Out of the band. Target 2. Profit taking is over. The first one you need to look at 34, folks. The second target, because it's got to go back and confirm this, the first target is 32.50. So this is right now the puzzle on the ES. Those are the keys on the ES. Absolutely. Folks, it's been a pleasure serving every one of you. I will be open the lines for support right after I have lunch. I'm getting grouchy. I need to eat. And then we will open the lines. If anyone have needed a support or have a question, you're very welcome. It will be after lunch. And we'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, the same channel. If you like us, give us a thumb up. We appreciate that. You're not paying anything. At least give us the thumb up. Thank you very much. God bless you. And see you all tomorrow, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, the same channel. Bye for now. Thank you. All of you. Thank you for all the messages. Thank you.